Good evening, estimated professor, distinguished guest, and honored participant. I, Diti, student of BCom Honors, welcome you all with a great pleasure and pride to this 32nd annual interactive session organized by Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, an institution committed to academic excellence and leadership development. Today, we all gathered for an amazing interaction session where we will learn, seek, and adapt many skills and things which will help us to be better person professionally. At DSPSR, we believe in creating opportunities that bridge the gap between academic learning and real world corporate insight. Today's session, Leadership Development, is a testament to that mission. We are confident that this session will empower each one of you with the valuable insight and practical strategies to grow as professional as leaders. DSPSR faculties and students are delighted to have Mr. Ritwik Pant sir as a session speaker rejoining us today to share their insight and experience. We welcome you, sir. Before moving further, we shall proceed with the lighting of virtual lamp, a tradition that symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and the awakeness of knowledge. May the light of learning continue to guide us on our path to growth and leadership. Now I request Arun sir to play the video. Thank you, sir. It's my privilege to welcome our distinguished speaker, Mr. Ritwik Pant sir. Mr. Ritwik Pant sir is a highly driven marketing and sales professional with a strong academic foundation in marketing and sales from a reputed business school. With a passion of creating meaningful business impact, he has built a career that spans across diverse regions, including the UK, Ireland, and the APAC market. Known for combining strategic thinking with sharp communication and customer centric approaches, has successfully contributed to lead generation, revenue growth, and brand building in the fast paced business environment. Currently serving as an inside sales advisor at Bunzl UK and Ireland. He acts as a key content point for customers, managing queries and processing orders, and ensuring quality standards. In his roles, he worked closely with the inside sales manager on the contract administration, quoting and intercompany coordination, while also leading target sales and marketing campaigns that have exceeded individuals and team targets. By leveraging digital platforms and social media, he has played a vital role in expanding brand awareness and creating new business opportunities. Previously, at Vidyo Technologies, Mr. Ritwik Pansar held the position of business. Earlier in career, also worked with Accenture as a partner manager, gaining valuable exposure to high-value partners, ecosystem management, and cross-functional collaboration. These experiences have equipped with a well-rounded skill set in business development, client engagement, and digital marketing. Proficient in tools such as Google Ads, Bing Ads, LinkedIn Ads, SEO platforms, and website management system. He has also hands-on experience with CRM systems like Salesforce and HubSpot, enhancing their ability to build and maintain a strong digital presence. Driven by passion for connecting brands with the right customers and delivering measurable results, continues to evolve as a sales and marketing strategist committed to excellence, innovation, and long term. I also extend my warm welcome to the moderator of this session, Soumya Sharma. Soumya Sharma graduated from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University with hands-on experience in finance and insurance and business development. She has worked with the organization like HDFC Life, Moolchand Hospitals, and Oak Shipping Services, gaining practical knowledge in finance tools such as Tally and Excel. Her roles have strengthened her communication, claims processing, and data management skills. Soumya is also certified in financial literacy, project management, and management principles through reputed platforms like UNIF and Neptel. A protective team player, she has been actively involved in national services schemes. She has contributing to social and community development. initiatives. Your valuable presence a great strength to today's event and to all our participants joining us from the different places eager to learn and grow. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed speaker and our respective faculty members, and most importantly, our participants. Your presence here reflects your commitment to learning and personal growth. Let us make this 1 hour a truly enrichment experience. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Soumya Sharma.
Good morning. Very good morning, sir, ma'am. Soumya Sharma this side. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Soumya. You can start.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, what inspired you to choose a career in marketing and sales, and how did your academic background help shape your path?
Amazing. Thank you, Soumya, for asking this question. Before I begin, I would like to thank Professor Ajay sir for inviting me over here, and of course Aditi and Ishita from the background for helping me, to connect with them. So thank you so much, and really looking forward to the session. So Soumya, what inspired me to come into marketing and eventually sales? So I started my career, I completed my graduation from Bharatiya Vidyapeeth University in Pune, and I specialized in marketing. So my graduation was BB, as we say, Bachelor's in Business Administration. Post then, I started, I was trying to explore more in my career, what else I can do. I had some of my passions that I wanted to pursue. So somehow after that, I realized maybe I have to take a U-turn, and this was a plan B which I had placed for myself. So after that, I started applying for various universities, starting doing a lot of research on, what would be the best for me, and that led me to with the collective data that led me to a line where I just thought it would be great if I first prepare myself before jumping into the big ocean or big river, as we say. So from that, I started, meeting a lot of people. LinkedIn was one of the platforms through which I connected with a lot of people. Try to know more into what's there in marketing, what's there in sales. Randomly, I used to apply for jobs and just wanted to see where I am and how capable I am. That led me to do more research, more work on myself. And at the end, I started working for La Paz digital marketing agency. I assisted them for 6 months. Then I worked for Mahindra Logistics as well in sales. Just wanted to check how good I am in both the industries. And post then, I started applying for my master's. So before applied for my master's, I had to make sure that I'm very well equipped with my finances. I'm very well equipped with my IELTS scores and also the SOPs that I have to apply. So I have to make sure that my profile is up to date. So once I was prepared, I had applied to various universities and I had got an admission in one of the prestigious universities over here, University College of Dublin. And I completed my master's in 2020 then. So I came here in 2019 in Dublin. I started working for various small scale companies as a part time, just to gain experience, because Irish market was new for me. So and when I came here, I realized that my potential is both in marketing and in sales. And of course, I did my master's in digital marketing. So initially, I was working for Accenture as partner manager. I was handling digital ads, and also I was working for a company called Aleph Technologies at the same time. But then after completing almost a year, I realized that apart from marketing, I'm restricting myself to digital marketing and marketing. And I think as a young professional, I should have the avenues to explore my journey in terms of professional career. So thereon, I just started, interacting with people who are in sales. I had a stereotypical mind for sales, and I was like, no, I won't be able to do that. It's too tough for me, or it is something which I used to look down upon. So eventually, that helped me, in realizing that sometimes there's more to a career, so you need to realize what you are good at. So I started applying for various jobs, and eventually I landed up in Videojet Technologies as business development executive. They were very happy with my interview, with my profile. They sponsored my visa. They made sure that I work comfortably, so I used to get hybrid working system. I used to travel London in their head office for conducting various events, and also various meetings with partners and global companies as well, whom we were catering. So yeah, thereon I just realized that my professional studies, I was attracted towards marketing, but when it came to professional working, and when it come to working as a professional, I thought sales is something which I'm able to achieve way more than what I was achieving in marketing. And also, invest over here in Ireland and Europe. Commission is a very high base value system. Like, they have a very strong hold on commission, and they are very true to how you are bringing customers, how you are participating in revenue generation. And thereon, I realized, oh, okay, even if you feel that you can't achieve much in your salary, but with your uh, commitment towards your company and revenue generation, you are able to achieve way more than just a salary through commission, bonuses, and become a proud employee. So thereon, I started working in sales. Eventually, gaining experience from Videojet, I realized I can get more into sales and advisory sector, where I can advise my customers and my company across on different products and services. And eventually, I started applying for various other companies as consultant, as advisors, and thereon I got a job in Bunzl, where I'm currently working as inside sales advisor. I look after projects through healthcare and government, and I manage their sales, cross sales, and upsales, as well as I look after their advisory part as well. So thank you so much for asking me this question.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Sir, can you share some key challenges you faced early in your career and how you overcome them?
Key challenges. Uh, yeah, of course. So I completed my bachelor's in 2018, and then I think after 1 year I came here in 2019. So I didn't had much work experience with myself. So when you apply for a master's in West, especially in Ireland, UK, or across, they have this tendency that they would look for a 3, 4, 5 years of work experience, and then you apply for a job or for a master's. So over here, the challenges that I was facing was, because I was on a visa, it was difficult for me to land a job post my master's. Secondly, I had a budget in place, because I was being, of course, taken care by my parents initially, but then eventually when I came here, I was handling my budgets by myself, whether it's your rent, whether it's your food, travel, everything. So when you came here, you realize some different aspects of life that you are not experienced when you are in your parents' shelter. So those were the challenges which were coming up initially, and then eventually you plan your journey ahead in such a way that you are able to overcome those challenges. So I started applying for part-time. I started working in different sectors. I also started doing a bit of freelance as well for various companies, making their websites, running their ads. And after that, I just realized that these are the challenges which will be continuing even further as well. So from there, I just thought to be more prepared in terms of how I apply for jobs and how I apply for various roles in the Irish industry. So with that, I was able to tailor my resume in such a way which caters the companies that I'm targeting. I was using AI also, to make sure that my CV and my resume is tailored to their requirements. I was I was making LinkedIn connections, so I take referrals from people who are already working over there, which gives me a boost and a support to land in various roles and jobs, or even in an interview. So yeah, from all these aspects, I think these were major challenges which initially came. So I had to gain a lot of work experience, and I would advise if someone after BBA or BCA or even after MBA, if they are planning to come invest in Ireland, in UK, or even in Middle East, they just make sure that their profile is strong, not only academically but also professionally, as they have work experience. So a balance of both will actually help them to land a good job and not be too dependent on visa sponsorship.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, what skills or qualities do you think students should develop now to succeed in sales and marketing roles in today's global market?
So in terms of sales, I would start. In terms of marketing, I will start first. So I think having good knowledge of digital marketing as well as a bit of traditional marketing, a balance of both these knowledges will help them to understand the transition from traditional marketing to digital marketing and the importance and demand of digital marketing these days. So if they have, of course, the professional expertise, the academic knowledge, as well as a work experience in digital marketing, that will be very good. Even if they start it from volunteering in various organizations like Art of Living or any other organization that they work for, or even promoting themselves in social media. So with that, they will get an idea of hashtags, they will get an idea of market trends, they will be more aware what's there in the market, demand generation. They will have an idea of how important keywords are, to attract people towards their website, towards their ads that they are running. So for marketing, I would prefer that they first understand the basics of both traditional and digital marketing, and then gain work experience before they apply for anything else. And then for sales, I would say it's more of getting out of your comfort zone. So even if you're there, you're shy and you lack in communication, or are hesitant to go and speak somewhere, try make sure that you go out of your comfort zone. Try to get as much exposure as you can. So once you have an exposure, you will get an idea of how I like how I am, and what are my strengths when it comes to sales. So for sales, I think communication is really important. And sorry, I think I yeah. So communication is very important. Exposure to market is very important, and as well as understanding and listening to your customers, to your broader partners that you are dealing with, is very important. So developing that habit, and it is something which eventually comes through practice. So get out of your comfort zone, and try and absorb things through work experience, through interacting with people, making connections, and of course, conducting various workshops where participating in various workshops where people make you learn about communication and about these skills as well. So yeah, I think these would be the broad aspects of how you can um, sharpen your sales and marketing skills. I think, sorry to interrupt you, Soumya. I have a question from Mr. Premnath. What are your experiences with COVID-19? And I'll just open the chat. What are your experiences with COVID-19 and disruptions of the industry?
I was concerned about disruption. When you have a disruption in the market, what are your experiences looking at that disruption in the as a marketing aspects?
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Prem. So when it comes to COVID-19, of course, COVID-19 had an impact. I was here I was on a limited budget, and it was becoming very difficult to find jobs, to work anywhere. So COVID-19 has their own ways, but somehow with a planning that I had in my mind, I was able to balance my finances. I was working for a company. They were very kind enough, to even pay me when I was not working for them because of the COVID. So that's where my finances were stable for the disruptions which had happened during COVID. And now the break in the market. So I remember I used to work as a freelance for various companies for making their websites, for running their ads. Now with AI, uh, there's a big disruption in market, and eventually it is gonna become like a big balloon for other industries as well. But what I had realized that people were not actually hiring freelancers for small things, like video editing, for website making, for audio editing and stuff, for making social media posts and things like that. They were doing by themselves, or they were actually interacting with AI to know to get guidance about digital marketing. So from that aspect, we got to know that we have to cater to that ecosystem where AI plays a significant role. So from that aspect, I started learning more about AI, prompts AI, how can we use AI in marketing, and how that can save time for our customers, even if you're doing as freelance. So yeah, there was of course a disruption, but eventually you get answers to get hold of these disruptions.
Thank you so much, sir. So, how did your experience working across different regions like the UK, Ireland, and APAC contribute to your personal and professional growth?
Perfect. So yeah, in terms of personal growth, I came out of a lot of hesitance that I used to have earlier in terms of interaction, communication, and speaking myself with clarity. And in terms of professional, I would say it is something that I was lucky enough that I had good mentors, like my managers and my directors, with whom I was able to learn a lot about my industry, about sales and marketing. I was not having a lot of work experience before coming here, so for me, it was a new industry and a new way of living life. Managing your food, managing your um, in terms of personal, managing your food, managing your utensils, your laundry and everything, which was earlier catered by my mother or by helpers in our family. So from that aspect, personally, you are able to live like a monk. You have to make sure that you are disciplined enough to manage those things. Otherwise, you see a break in imbalance in your life, which is like a tornado, to be honest. But yeah, and professionally, I would say. Uh, I was lucky enough that I had these mentors and directors who had helped me in my professional journey. They had seen my struggle, they had seen my passion towards the company, and also I would say it gives you a lot of confidence about yourself, because initially when we are coming from a different region, a different country altogether, you are more focused on how people look at you, how your marks impact on people's life. But at the end, there are more to marks, there are more to subjects that you have chosen. I remember vaguely, I just told my dad, I think personally, if I would have done engineering, I think that would have made you proud. Or if I would have got 99% marks, that would have made you proud. But eventually, how you sustain in your life, how you help people around, how kind enough you are, personally, these are the things, and how you have developed yourself are the things which helps you in your personal life. So that working professionally over here helped me not to evaluate myself on these parameters, but go beyond these parameters. And then, and at the time when I was struggling, I came across Art of Living as well. I started meditating. I started doing yoga, which I would never have thought I would have done this before. I used to look down upon these things. So, but yeah, eventually I started doing yoga and meditation, which I found to be very effective for me. I was able to calm myself. I was able to have a very fresh perspective on life, on various other things, which not only helped me personally but also professionally. And of course, the learnings that I got from professional industry, through my directors, through my even sometimes customers, you get a lot of experience of life, even if it crosses the culture. So that experience helps you to understand more about life, and eventually you get more disciplined. You're more sincere towards your work. You have more clarity in your thoughts, and you're more hardworking before your professional journey. So you see a lot of people, being so passionate towards their product or service, towards their customers, and at the same time they have a lot of empathy towards their colleague where you're working, because eventually you have to be professional, but at the same time you can't be too robotic. So you have to keep a balance. So yeah, I think working professionally has helped me, in understanding these values, as well as it had a reflection on my personal life as well. So yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, what role did mentorship or leadership support play in your career development, and how can students find good mentors?
Of course, mentorship and leadership, like getting experiences from them or listening to them, plays a very important role. I would say, firstly, having a good LinkedIn connection and a good LinkedIn profile is very important. So if you have a good LinkedIn profile, you're professionally connected with a lot of people who are active in the industry, and they are posting a lot of things which are emerging in the markets, which are currently demanded in the markets. So interacting with them in such a way that they don't feel pressurized that you're chasing them, or especially in country like Ireland or UK, you have to have patience with them. But eventually, if you send them a request, and then with that request, you with a lot of effort, if you make sure that your sentences are brief and you reach out to them, that hey, and with a lot of clarity, that hey, these are my questions that I have because I'm pursuing such and such thing, and I would request if you could guide me. So I think in my case, a lot of time when I was, almost my visa was expiring and I was about to leave the country, so LinkedIn connections and professional mentorship helped me land a job. And also before coming here, when I was applying for my master's, I was doing a lot of research. I was talking to people, so consultancies and people who have previously came here without any resistance, with a lot of clarity. I was asking them, "Hey, this is my situation. These are my funds. These are my goals, and this is what I'm planning to achieve. Does that make sense? Should I be pursuing something like this?" So once you speak to one, two, three, 10 people, out of 10, there will be one idea which will click with you, which will resonate with you. So with that aspect, you would be, able to understand what's good for me or what's not. So I really believe that having a good LinkedIn connection, mentorship, and of course listening to different leaders in leadership programs, that really motivates you and helps you to think further from the box that you are in. I think I have a question from Mr. Prem. Let me just open that. So you talked about AI challenges to marketing, as AI can generate marketing copy, social media posts, even images, freeing up marketers for more strategic work. Experience can add how your experience can add on efficiency in marketing. So, Mr. Prem, it's been a while. I have changed my industry from marketing, to be honest. Now, currently, I'm into an advisory and sales role, which is completely different from what I was doing 2 years back. But if I look at your question more carefully, so there are other things which have developed. So sorry, just a
You.
sec. So
See, a lot of job can be done through AI. So the human involvement in AI has reduced. So the experiences what we have sometimes doesn't bring out the results what we should do it basically. That's my question.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Prem, so what I can tell you is that I no longer work in marketing as as professionally, but my role involves me in managing and interacting the marketing executives which are working along with me. So, what I can tell you is that with AI, a lot of labor work which used to go in doing keyword research, in managing trends, doing edits on Canva, Photoshop, Adobe, these kind of things. So for a quick result, for a quick say, for example, if an ad agency calls us and they tell us that, hey, we want to launch an ad, and the customer is asking to launch an ad on an orange drink which has good vitamin C. So in order to promote that, they don't have to wait for another 2 3 days, 4 days, or 7 days. A quick prompt to AI will actually helps you to get the right keywords, the right age that you want to target, and the right kind of branding which is needed. So with that, you would be able to develop your website quickly, and you will able to develop photos, images, videos, anything that you need for your marketing. So that has eased a lot of efforts that marketers earlier used to make. But of course, in the freelance, there were people who were doing this um, as a part of their earning, as a part of their professional job. But that has impacted, if I can say, the impact which has created. But apart from that, AI has actually eased the jobs of the marketing. I can see people, my colleagues who are in marketing, their job has become much more easier, and their results with through AI are more faster and of course efficient. And at the same time, the chances of error has also reduced, because the results which we get through AI are more uh, to the point, and doesn't like involve a lot of errors. Uh, so I hope I was able to answer your question, Mr. Bray.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks. It was a nice answer. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Prem. I have another question. So, Dr. Satyendra Singh, generally majority of the undergraduate level understand marketing, sales, synonyms. Would you? Sorry, could you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you say?
generally, students at undergraduate level, they understand marketing as synonyms of sales. Actually, they
Oh,
normally didn't differentiate between sales and marketing. And you have worked on both level. So I think it will be better if you discuss your experience based on what was your role as a marketer and what was your role as a salesperson. What is your role as a salesperson actually?
absolutely, absolutely. So that's a really nice question, Dr. Satyendra Singh. And to be honest, when I came here, I had the same doubt. Because even if we are in sales in India, we are saying, hey, I'm working in marketing. I want to do marketing over there. So I know this question, and I used to get baffled with why these terms are becoming so complex. So in broad sense, I would say that marketing is something through which you pull people in by showing them an ad or your product or service, and telling them, hey, these are what we are trying to sell. If you are interested, join in. And through marketing, we are reaching people. We are making them aware of our product. With sales, what we are doing is we are pulling in customers through outbound processes. So with marketing, you are more inbound, you are pulling in people. With outbound, you are going out and reaching out to people. So in sales, you are more you're more in interaction. You are generating leads, managing leads, trying to convert them into an opportunity by understanding their needs and see how you can cater them or not. But with marketing, you are just making them aware of what you have, and then pulling people in if they are interested, or pulling or reaching out to the right audience or right target market, and through which you are able to pull in. So you are just making them aware, showing what you have, and then trying to adjust and understand their needs. But whereas in sales, you're more outbound, you're more into the market, you're pushing yourself out and then bringing people in. Of course, over there also it involves understanding their needs so that you have the right quality of leads, which eventually helps you in generating revenue for your company. So once you have an understanding of both, you see a balance of both can help you. It's like with marketing, you are able to reach out to people who are, say, for example, if you are targeting a particular sector in Delhi, and we have launched this Chole Bhature of Tilak Nagar. So if you have launched Chole Bhature of Tilak Nagar, we would be, of course, reaching out to people who are there because it's easier for them to travel. But of course, we are targeting people who are typing Chole Bhature on Instagram or in YouTube. So we are catching those as well. So through keywords. So in marketing, you are making people aware. Hey, we are here. Would you like to come and try? And have a good time, have a good taste. So with marketing, you're making people aware. It's like branding. It's a part of your branding. It's a part of your campaign awareness, making people awareness of your company and your products and services, and how you can solve their problems and needs. But whereas in sales, you are reaching out to people. So with marketing, the leads, the names, the leads that you have generated, that are used in sales to convert them into an opportunity, eventually helping that opportunity to become a project, and that project brings revenue to the company. So in a way, they go along together, and simultaneously both are handling the different spectrums of the company.
Thank you, Ritwik. One more question I'm having. You have
Sure.
discussed about, as we understand, Art of Living is a spiritual organization. And I'm also a student of Art of Living. In fact, I could do only basic course out of Art of Living. And the credit
Amazing.
goes to Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir. He was the person who he motivated to basically join this course. So how this Art of Living help you in developing your personality as well as your professionalism? Actually, would you please like to discuss so that our participants will also get benefited out of this? Actually.
And prior to that, what prompted you to join Art of Living?
Sir, credit goes to you, sir. You have.
So I believe in this
What
context.
prompted Ritwik Pant to join Art of Living is the question. So now
Right, sir.
two questions.
No, absolutely. So actually, yeah, let me start with what what Professor Jay sir had asked me. So so I was going through a bit of a rough time over here because I was away from my family and my friends. I was in a different culture, so it was a culture shock for me, and because of which I was getting all those mental pressures like anxiety, a bit of loneliness, and then depression and things like that. So not entirely, but bits of it which were coming along. And of course, the weather sometimes becomes like a Game of Thrones weather, very dark and gray. 3-4 months you don't have too much exposure to sunlight. And you're coming from a country where it's very warm, very heated country with a lot of festivals, a lot of people around. So you tend to slip into a different side of life. But with Art of Living, the spiritual wisdom that Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar has given, I think first with sky meditation, the basic course, it helps you to prepare yourself to get that tattva in you, to get that even if you have to say, for example, if you want to pursue um, uh, BCom honors in SRCC, you need to have 11th and 12th as a student. You need to be a student of commerce first. You need to have a basic understanding of economics, accounts, maths, and English, and everything, so you can have that that strength in you to survive a study like BCom honors, or an MCom. So with that, I think with the basic course, Guruji gives us that strength, that mental awareness to first balance yourself, your body, and your mind. Get that clarity in thought, get that sincerity in action, get those elements of discipline, so that you're prepared for the wisdom, for the energy that he has stored for you, which of course you can use it for a higher purpose or a greater purpose in life, to serve people and be helpful for others, and as well as at the same time grow yourself. So I believe with art of living, with meditation, it was something which, trust me, as I said earlier, like a lot of Gen Z might be listening to this, a lot of people after my Gen Alpha would be listening to this, and trust me, when you are in a certain age and time, you don't realize the importance of these things. But eventually, when you come across things like anxiety, depression, problems which you face in life, without parents, without anyone holding your hand, there's someone who will hold your hand and who will give you that eternal blessing, that will help you and give you that strength to have faith on yourself, on your life, and work towards building up a better future. So from that aspect, I think the sky meditation, I started with sky meditation, that helped me get into that state of calmness and that stableness which is needed. And then, of course, with Sahaj, I was able to get deeper into my meditation. The as I say, there's a word I use called dips that I used to get. So that dips used to give me the freshness, and happiness that was not associated with dopamines or endorphins or anything like that. So it was not a quick dopamine that people get, by smoking, drinking, and getting into recreational drugs. So this was something which I was able to generate through meditation and through natural ways, without making myself dependent. And after that, with advanced course, silence course, I was able to understand more of the wisdom and develop my strength in order to understand Brahma Gyan sutras and other aspects of life that Gurudev has told us, through which uh, when you use those aspects in your life, it gives you a very different lens of looking at life and looking at people, and of course managing your emotions and mind at the same time. So yeah, to be honest, Dr. Satyendra Singh, this has really helped me, and I believe his blessings come entirely in a very different way as what we think about blessings. To be honest, so yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for
Ritu.
asking me. I think I have another question from Mr. Prem. Let's take that. In the age of AI, the art of living in sales emphasizes human connections and relationship building, while AI tools enhance efficiency and data-driven decision making. Do you agree? Efficiency, data-driven decision making. Absolutely, Mr. Prem. I believe the work that Art of Living is doing, it not only taps on uh, the um, the EQ part, but also with other aspects, it also impacts your IQ. But yeah, of course, relationship building, empathy, having managing your emotions, not being too reactive, being more responding towards situations. Of course, Art of Living does that. But when it comes to AI, I believe, yeah, of course, AI has its own merits. Of course, it makes your work more efficient, more data driven. But at the same time, I believe in some aspects, the only demerit which I feel is too much dependency on AI, which creates a problem in people not being more creative, and not thinking out of the box. They become more dependent on AI, even if they have to, launch a small ad. So, which I feel is something which people should be more careful, because eventually, like everything, AI will also become one other thing which everyone is using. So I believe a lot of Gen Z and Gen Alpha people would agree with me that they don't really enjoy Facebook anymore. They are more into Instagram or Snapchat because those tools are more creative and are more attractive. So at the same time, you have to make sure that you tend to create something and use AI, but not be too dependent on AI. So I think it should work parallelly instead of dependency. So yeah. But that's a very interesting question, Mr. Prem. Thank you. I think I have another question. How much of your confidence is inherited and how much self-acquired? Please elaborate the mechanism of how it. Oh, amazing. Chandra Mohan Khurana. Yes. Hi, Mr.
Well,
Chandra.
I am really amazed in the last 45 minutes. You have won our great appreciation, the kind of confidence you have shown. So, this is why I have raised this question. So, let me see what you answer you give. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Khurana, that's a very interesting question. And to be honest, I'm still working on that. Life challenges you in a very different and weird way. And sometimes, your confidence is shaken. But to be honest, the first credit I would give it to my parents and Gurudev at the same time for helping me build that. Because with them, I had this some placebo effect in my mind that, hey, I'm being taken care of. I have people, who will stand with me and a lot of positivity and optimism comes through them. At the same time, when you start working professionally, when you start interacting with people, when you start looking life from a perspective that you were coming before, with marks, with parents' pressure, with a couple of other things which we see in India, that with Gurudev's wisdom, with parents' blessing, and I would say with a lot of work experience and exposure to a different side of life in West, you look beyond those things, which helps you gain your confidence, which helps you get that faith, get that belief in faith, that, hey, I will have a good life and I will make sure that I work hard and at the same time work smart and balancing both these things will make my life a very optimistic, happy, balanced, so to be honest, I think it's a combination of a lot of things which gives you that strength. But at the same time, you need to have that openness in your mind to accept those things, and then create that confidence, build that confidence, as we say. So it's just like how you build your building. So if your underground and your base is strong, eventually the building will become very strong and high, and of course the chances of destruction in that building will be very less. So I think with meditation, with yoga, the ancient science that our sages have developed, to be honest, they might look very simple, but at the same time, they are solving a lot of complicated things and eventually giving you that base through faith, through Vedic wisdom, through Brahma Sutras, through which you can understand life and then, take actions through those lenses. So once you do that, you are able to achieve and build those the confidence that you need in order to interact with the world, with the harsh world sometimes, and at the same time, this acts as a shield as well.
Thanks
So
a
yeah,
lot for
thank
a very
you,
brilliant answer. Thanks a lot. God bless you.
thank you,
Eh?
Mr. Kran.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Uh,
much, sir.
Thank
So,
you so much.
what
I
are
think did I miss any question?
what are some common misconceptions students have about careers in marketing and sales, and what is the reality?
Oh yeah. This to be honest, I had something similar when I had came here. So I had this misconception that, hey, sales and marketing doesn't require much work experience. I can just go there, talk few things, and I land up in a good job. And I remember I was in my final round in Google, and I was trying to get into a product display 360. So and I just this thought that, hey, I know this product in and out, and I'll sell when I want to buy a new phone. and how I sell my dad, hey, these are the features, can I get 20,000 bucks or 30,000 bucks, so that I can get that phone. I believe life will be like that, in sales and marketing. You don't really have to do much, but eventually you get to know that as an entrepreneur, you need profit, you need revenue. You don't want to get involved, you don't want yourself to get involved in training, and developing someone. Companies in India are like that, but eventually, when you have a tough competition and people that you're competing with are not just the freshers, but also people who have a lot of work experience, thereon you realize the importance of internship, the importance of getting exposure in the market, because eventually they are not worried about your marks. They're not scanning your profile through your marks, through your subjects. You have an idea about the subjects, that's great. They are more driven on the numbers. They are more driven on what you have done or the exposure that you have. So it's a balance of both work experience and academics that you have to create. And this is an aspect which I realized late when I came here. So I would encourage people to be very sincere with their internship and not take their internship very lightly. But at the same time, be sincere towards their academics as well, since a combination of both these things will help them not only land a job, but land a job in a much bigger and better company. And also one more point that I would like to add is that if you have a professional work experience with yourself through internships, through even graduate programs, or even through small jobs, which we sometimes feel are menial, they are not, trust me, they add value to your communication, to your way of thinking about life, looking at people, looking at various situations and solving them. So sometimes, optimism was a word that I had heard, but I had never applied. But when you were in a situation where you know that you don't have any solution, and either you can go on to the worst side of the spectrum or on the positive side of the spectrum. So you would prefer to go into that positive side. And that strength that you need comes through the perspective of having optimism in your life. And eventually, you need tools, which of course Gurudev has given, through which you can get optimism in your life. So yeah. So some of the misconceptions are there, but these misconceptions, of course, they wash out when you get those experiences in life. But I would encourage people not only to just be 100% focused on academics, but also to be 100% focused on internship, professional work experience, and getting that exposure into market when you interact with a lot of people. So yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Sir, how important is digital literacy for today's marketing and sales professionals? And what tools or platforms should students focus on learning?
Sure. So with digital literacy, do they mean like specific to marketing and sales?
Yes, sir, marketing and sales professionals.
Okay, all right. So yeah, of course, if someone is starting their journey in digital marketing and sales, I would highly recommend them to first sign up for Google Digital Garage. Google has free courses where you can actually learn about AI, digital marketing. I will be more specific to marketing and sales, and you get to know about how world has evolved in the stage of marketing, and also at the same time how sales has changed, how it has impacted more on revenue growth, how it has become more interactive that earlier it used to be. So of course I would recommend them to on Harvard, and also in Harvard and UCD and in Google, they have a lot of these free courses which gives you a very basic idea of what these things are. But Digital Garage Google is something which I have done. There is another one called HubSpot, social media marketing. And digital marketing. These are also free. The only thing is that you need a lot of patience because these are very long courses. So it might take more than 2 3 days of yours. So be very disciplined, have notes. These are very well recorded, interactive, not interactive but very well recorded sessions, which will give you an idea about how what digital marketing is, how it impacts marketing and company and brand awareness, and how it eventually leads to the revenue growth, which is very important. So yeah, of course, reaching out to Google Digital Garage, HubSpot, and of course some of the free courses in Harvard. So yeah, these three would be the top three I can recommend for digital literacy. Yeah. Oh, Soumya, sorry, your voice is back.
You are on mute. You are on mute, Soumya.
Sorry, sir. Sir, what advice do you have for students who want to break into competitive industries or multinational companies?
So, to be honest, I would have never thought after, completing graduation and then, doing masters without any work experience. So in order to break in into the industry, you need to get out of that mindset of, hey, I have completed these many courses, these many certifications, and I'm ready for the market. So market doesn't function like that. Each item in the market or each company in the market has their own way of looking at jobs and professional career. So a lot of people, what I've seen in West is, especially in the market of Ireland and UK, that they're more catered on what you can offer. So even the resume and CV template would be like, this XYZ I have done, and this will help in increasing or managing XYZ. So if your resume, CV, your perspective of looking at things is more of what you can offer and how it will impact the company, how it will help the company, that is more important aspect in breaking through various industries and landing a job in a multinational company. So because they are more concerned of what you can offer and what have you done through which you can offer these things. So I would say having that perspective will help you to frame your career in such a way that you land up in a job in a big MNC. So it's a very simple thing. Eventually, there are very subcategories through which I can go, but the first and the basic rule is not just to stick or be very rigid with academia, but at the academics, but also at the same time see how your like a combination of academics and work experience or internships can help you solve a company's problems and how beneficial you can be for them. So having that mindset will help you, to break through an industry or land up in a job in an MNC.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we can learn more about you, but there is a time constraint. So, mentioning the last question through
Sure.
time constraint. So, just asking you last question.
No problem. Go
So,
ahead, Soumya.
sir, can you describe a project or accomplishment early in your career that significantly boosted your confidence or skills? So, can I repeat?
No. All right. I was just taking time to think. So thank you, Soumya, for asking the question. It's been a while someone has asked me this. So I'm feeling like I'm back in the interview panel, to be honest. So yeah, to be honest, of course, there are multiple projects which I've done. I'm just wanted to make sure because we have a GDPR rule over here, which is taken very seriously. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't name companies abruptly. When I was working for Videojet, and I was working for, I was trying to reach a brand which we thought will give us a really good revenue, and eventually it will help me in my achieving my targets and my KPIs that we are given. And and of course, companies are very strict when it comes to their targets and KPIs, and they are very, they, of course, they will treat you like a very good employee and everything, and they will give you everything that you need. But at the same time, they are very ruthless, very pragmatic when it comes to things like these. So the first project that I remember was of a food packaging company. I'll just give you a little brief. So with Videojet, they we were manufacturing industrial printers, which helps people in coding and marking, best before dates, yeah, lot numbers, serial numbers, alphanumeric numbers. Especially in medical industry and pharma industry, and also in steel and steel-based companies and packaging companies where you need specific unique codes and unique IDs, so that you can get a complete manufacturing result, and so that you are eligible to sell in a European market. So, so in that we were targeting a company where we were trying to reach them. So a lot of people over there were using traditional methods of, just dialing out to them, and then just reaching out to them through campaigns, through discounts and offers. And I realized that this is something which has not worked. Because I was using Salesforce CRM, I was able to see their history, the project history, which had implemented but eventually failed. So I was able to understand that I need to make sure that if I have the opportunity to reach out to them, I cannot, uh, waste that opportunity, because it's like once in a year or once in a quarter that you have an opportunity like that. So, so I had first interacted with. So usually what we do is the project is handled and managed by an operation director in our set of industry. So our target person whom we have to reach out is that operation director. And in order to reach that person, it's very difficult. You cannot simply, get their number through tools like Rocket Reach or any AI tool and just simply dial them. They will reject your call. So you have to make sure that you're prepared. So I started interacting with people who were in the managerial levels. I got them in LinkedIn connections, and I started getting to know what their needs are, what their problems and challenges are, and how my product can relate to their problems and challenges, and how it can solve their problems and challenges at the same time. So with that, we got to know that there was a specific material that they were using, which was polyethnic or polyprop or something like that. I don't remember. Polypropylene, I think, was something which they were using, and because of which they were not able to get high quality of industrial printers, which can help them code and mark those alphanumeric codes for best before, lot numbers, serial numbers, all those things that they need for their marking. So because of which they were facing a lot of problems in their factory. They needed inks, which are food graded inks and stuff like that. So once I knew that, hey, these are the problems that they are facing, and I was prepared in advance, I somehow, to be honest, before that, I used to feel nervous, hey, whether I'll get this project or not. Things are at stake. I'm in visa, stuff like that. Eventually it will be, I will lose my targets, and I'll not be. So I had that nervousness. But if you are thinking more pragmatically and with more, with the experiences that you have gained in life, you are able to take things not as a problem, but you're focusing more on solution oriented mindset. So with that, I was able to get that confidence. Hey, I have got the information that I need by interacting with people, by reaching out to people without any hesitance, because this is something which I need to achieve, and I need to go ethically every way beyond which I can go. So with that, I was able to get more information about their problems, challenges, needs, understand, and then I was prepared in advance when I had a call with the operation director. So I was able to get them on the call. I was able to explain what my product is, but also explain my product and service in such a way that that it helps them understand, hey, this is solving my needs and problems and challenges that we are facing. So it was not a salesy pitch which I was doing. Hey, my name is this, and this and that, and we provide this. No, I was interacting and providing them the solution while I was branding myself. So I was more catered on how we can help them and collaborate instead of just pitching them. So that perspective gave me a lot of confidence, gave me something which can help me in longer run as well when I'm interacting with customers, with people. So yeah, and because of which I was able to land a project, which I think we got a contract for 2 years with them, and which helped me, get my KPIs done, targets, and everything on point. And of course, I got a really good um, you know, uh, appreciation from my companies as well. So yeah, thank you for asking this question. Nostalgic moment for me, to be honest.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences. So I would like to hand over the session to Aditi.
Sure. Thank you, Soumya. Lovely speaking
Thank,
to you.
thank you, sir.
Now, I request Ms. Ivanshi Kashyap to please deliver the vote of thanks to our guests.
It's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the entire DSPSR family. Our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guest, Mr. Ritwik Pant sir, Inside Sales Advisor, Healthcare and Government, Bunzl Ireland. Your session was very interactive and informative. Your valuable insights will definitely guide many of our young generation and future leaders of our country. It was really a very inspiring session for every participant who are presented here. A special thanks to Ms. Soumya for her excellent role as the moderator. Your thoughtful questions and seamless flow kept the session engaging and well connected. Your efforts added great value to the interaction. We also express our sincere, heartfelt thanks to our respected President, Sir, Mr. Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, for his visionary leadership and for launching the unique concept of this leadership development program at DSPSR. And thanks to all the participants being with us for your active engagement during the question and answer session. Your presence and enthusiasm made the session truly interactive and meaningful. And last but not the least, heartfelt thanks to the organizing and IT team for their hard work behind the scenes as a silent motivator in making this event successful. Thank you once again and wishing everyone happy, healthy, and blessed life.
Thank you, Vanshi. And before we log off from this session, I would like to thank Mr. Khurana and Mr. Prem for asking such beautiful questions and giving your blessings at the same time. So thank you so much, and of course Aditi and everyone presented and everyone in the background team for conducting this session and inviting me. And of course, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir, thank you so much for inviting me. Lovely having this session. So looking forward to more such sessions as well.
It's
Thank you,
always a
Ritwik.
pleasure
Thank
to
you very
be.
much for joining here today and inspiring the young minds to become leaders like you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
so
All
much,
the
sir.
best once again. All the best. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure
Thank you
to
so much,
listen to
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And of course, anyone feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn for more guidance and advices that I can give from my end. And all the best for your future. Thank you.
Okay, okay. All the best.
The host may stop the recording.
Mr. Arun Kumar, please stop recording.